Hello and welcome to From Our Family to Yours Medicare Talk.
Hello, how's everybody doing today? We're here to bring you real talk and real care because your health matters.
We're a mother-daughter team and the heart behind Health Matters Insurance.
We're here to bring you real talk and real care because your health matters.
You just repeated the same. Okay, every week.
Alrighty then. Let's start from the beginning, please.
Okay, fine.
I'm a little slow.
All right. Good morning. Welcome to From Our Family to Yours Medicare Talk,
where we bring real talk and real care because your health matters.
We're a mother-daughter team and we're the heart behind Health Matters Insurance.
And we're here to help you thrive with your finances, with your health, and with your life.
Every week we'll break down Medicare in simple terms, answer your questions, and share tips to help you make smart, confident choices.
Whether you're enrolling for the first time or helping a loved one, you're in the right place, and we're so glad you're here.
Let's dive in. All right, so let's start today with a little inspiration.
Okay, this is easy. This is the first thing that came to my mind. Whatever you are, be a good one. Abraham Lincoln said that. And that's just true. Just whatever you're going to do in life, do it with 100%. You know, don't come in at 50, 60%, think you're going to do something good. You know, just give it your best always.
Yep, put your all in. And that is our heart opener of the week. That's how we'll kick off every podcast. And now that we're feeling a little inspired, let's do a coffee talk. So cheers.
Cheers. We have some exciting things this week that happened here at the office.
We have a new team member, and her name is Ramen. She was eating.
And she joined us on
Tuesday
at work, and it's just been so much fun. This is my grand dog. Can you see her?
She's so good. Yes,
so if you come into the office, that's even more of an incentive to come here instead of do a virtual call because you'll get to meet sweet Ramen.
She a little cray-cray sometimes.
Or if you don't like dogs, we'll put her away.
Because she's only going to get better, bigger. She's a golden retriever, so.
Yeah. And then anything else about your week that you want to talk about?
Well, we were just talking because we're going to start doing the 50-50-50 challenge again. We did it last year. Walk 50 miles in 50 days, reduce your chance of dementia by 50%. So I was out and about yesterday. I went on the Katy Trail. I live in Warrenton, driving down to Marthasville, and I had 14 miles still empty. And I thought I can make it, you know, and if not, it's mostly downhill. So the closer I got, the less gas I had, so I was down the hills putting it in neutral, you know, coasting. And I could see the gas station in sight, and it said 0 miles to empty. You can usually go a couple more miles. Anywho, so I get to the gas station, and then I try to give it a little gas. It wasn't going anywhere because it was out of gas. And so I got to the gas station, just not to the gas station pump. So luckily I was in Marthasville, where everybody's very nice, and 3 men pushed my car to the pump, and I was able to get gas. So that was my excitement for yesterday.
And I'd like to point out that you taught me how to drive, so this is why I push it too, because I'll be on 0 miles till empty, but I'm like, oh, there's a reserve tank, and it's not really 0, or maybe there's not a reserve tank technically, but there's more miles after you hit 0, is what I always say.
And
so,
I mean, in one way it's bad, in one way that you don't have any old gas in your car, so there you go.
There you go, you clean out the tank.
Every week.
Mm-hmm.
No. I try to get better, but who feels like stopping for gas? I want the old gas stations where they pump your gas for you. I'll pay extra for that.
They still do that in like Delaware or something.
I don't know, not around here. I've never seen one.
Well, you could open. That's your next business adventure.
I have enough going on.
Okay. Anyway, so now that you've heard about our week, we'll dive into what's new in Medicare. We'll call this segment "This Just In Medicare," and they released the new troop for next year. So this year it's 2,000, and then next year 2026 it'll be
2,100, and that we're talking about the prescription drug part of Medicare. So there's a cap this year. once you spend the $2,000, as long as it's a covered drug or they are covered, all covered drugs, then you're going to pay zero until the end of the year. And next year, 2026, it's going up by $100. So once you hit the 2,100, then you won't pay anymore until the end of the year.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important. That's why we ask for your medications. We're not just being nosy. We're looking in to make sure that the plan that you're on, all your drugs are covered on the formulary, because if they are, then you have that protection of $2,000, and then next year being $2,100. Yeah.
And just for a little bit of fun, they change the formulary every year. So just because your drug plan or your Medicare Advantage plan covers your drugs this year does not guarantee that next year they're going to be covered. So it's always good to have a local agent work with you, run your drugs, make sure everything's still covered.
Yeah, definitely. It's so important. And what is one of our next segments? This week at the office. I don't think we really have anything too crazy that happened.
Nope, just ramen. So
yeah. But that during this week at the office, we'll share some personal stories about clients that we met with. So that's something that we'll have every week. We'll have some stories prepared for you, some real life examples. And then our next segment is Save More, Stress Less. That's a big part of our business, as we like to save our clients money. We know that you're into retirement, so we want to make sure you're stretching your money and saving money.
That's right. Am I talking about those other bullet points, or is that the next session?
So one little tidbit for Save More is Renew Active. Yeah, we named our company Health Matters Insurance because your health matters. Stay active. A gym that's in network with Renew Active in this area, at least, is OsteoStrong.
And it's a great deal. Usually when you go, I think it's around $50 a visit if you're just paying out of pocket for one visit. And you get 4 visits a month. So go once a week. You might as well. It's free if you have Renew Active. It's with their Medicare supplement plans and also their Medicare Advantage plans. So, I mean, it's a great benefit. We all know the more we move, the better we're going to feel, the healthier we're going to be.
So today's big question or our topic is, we'll just briefly cover what we are. We're a brokerage and why it's so important to use a company like us or agents like us when you're signing up for Medicare.
I'll just use a personal story. When I first started in the Medicare space, I worked exclusively for United Healthcare. I was considered an ICA, internal captive agent. So I could do any supplemental plan and supplement plans with any company, but Medicare Advantage, I could only do United Healthcare, and it was on the contract. And that was great, and I loved it. I loved working for United Healthcare, but United Healthcare is not the best fit for everybody all the time. So when Paige joined me, she worked for United for a few years also, and then we decided to open a brokerage because we wanted to be able to offer all the plans and, just make sure people were getting exactly what they needed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it keeps us unbiased because we represent all the major carriers in this area. So United Healthcare, obviously, we kept, and then Cigna, Anthem, Aetna, Humana,
Essence, Devoted, Mutual of Omaha, Transamerica, Physicians Mutual. I mean, it goes on and on and on.
WellCare, yep. So we can shop all the different carriers in this area, obviously, and make sure the plan best fits your individual needs. And we're staying unbiased because we're just plugging in your information, finding out what's most important to you, and that's where we'll put you.
Making sure you're in the best plan. And a lot of times people say, oh, well, my husband's with Humana. Do I have to go with Humana? No, you're 2 individual people. It's not connected in any way. So we look at each person's individual needs, and we may leave a house. The husband may be on one plan with one company, and the wife may be on another plan with another company. So it's just whatever, everybody's needs are different.
And we like to point out there's no fee for our services. So once you meet with us, you don't have to sign a check at the end of our meeting. We do get reimbursed by the insurance companies for our time, and you don't pay extra. Let's say you sign up for a supplement through us, your premium's not higher because you used a broker. You would pay the same if you went online yourself and signed up for it. But signing up through us, we're tied to your account and we're your agent, so you can call us whenever you have questions instead of that 800 number. And we know how that is, even calling into like an AT&T or something. Not a great experience.
And I was talking to Paige about this the other day because I think we get a lot of calls because we actually answer the phone and we call people back. And, you know, sometimes it'll be like somebody wants us to do taxes or a will or, you know, and no, we're not doing that. I'm just trying to, you know, we focus on Medicare, health insurance, we do life and annuities, but that's it. No taxes, you know, no wills, but we will find you the resources to get you where you need to be.
Yes.
But we take customer service very serious here at Health Matters Insurance, and if you contact us, we're going to call you back. Hopefully within 24 hours, unless we're so busy, it will be 2 days.
Yeah, sometimes it can be.
If I forget to call you back, then you call me back.
Okay. But to my mother's point, we have great referral partners. So you can ask us, you know, do you know someone that can do taxes or have a referral for some sort of service? And we do have great people we stand behind. I think that's it for this week. We just wanted to keep it short and reintroduce ourselves.
And show you Remy again.
Yeah. What'd you call her?
Raymond.
Ramen.
Ramen. I always said ramen noodles, and it's really ramen noodles.
So I learned how to drive. I learned how to speak from my mother. So yeah, if I pronounce things wrong, actually Grandma.
Anyway, Grandma can't figure out what to call, you know, the name. She can't remember it, so she just calls her noodles. But it's ramen.
Ramen. Yep.
So we'll see you guys next week, and have a great week, and call us if you need us.
All right, bye.